Hey everybody, this is Scott with Pray5.org. And no, it's been about a month or so since I've been on here with Shorts with Scott, but just hadn't had time. I've been doing the Wednesday night study on the prophecies of the rapture, tribulation, and the second coming of Christ. So I've been kind of busy, and I put that on the front burner. But I figured I'd come in here and just get a couple in here real quick. If you have questions and you'd like more answered, which I've been getting a lot of questions, you can send them to me at pray5.org or go to the pray5.org website and go to contact us, and the email is on there. Or you can send a question on YouTube, which you're watching it on now, or you can send it on Facebook Messenger, okay? Or you can send it to pray5org at gmail.com. That's pray5org at gmail.com. Okay, the first question is, what would potentially happen if God doesn't heal our nation? What would happen potentially if God doesn't heal our nation? The question here is, what happens if the nation keeps going like it is? We are currently in a decline so quickly that our society is breaking up. We've stepped away from God, and people are saying, well, we'll always be like we're going to be. We'll always be the United States. No, that's not the case, because nothing in Scripture says that the United States will be there when the rapture happens. It doesn't talk about the United States. You can't find us there. Also, if God allows us to go unpunished, then he would probably have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. We make what they did look like child's play. So, in my opinion, I would have to say that we would probably split up. That's just my personal opinion. I can't show you that in Scripture because, again, the United States is not in Scripture. But I think our country, if we don't have a miracle of God coming in supernaturally healing our nation with a great revival, which a great awakening, which would be the third one. We've had two great awakenings in our history. It's been well over 100 years since the last one. It was back in the late 1800s that happened. If we have another one of those, it'll be an absolute transformation like we haven't seen in over 100 years. If he doesn't, I don't see us staying together. Now, is that going to happen tomorrow? Well, no. But do I see that happening in the next decade or two? Yeah, I sure do. And that's just my personal opinion, because the enemy is tearing us apart. And why would he attack us? Because we are the freest nation, the freest and most powerful and the best nation that's ever existed on the planet in history. People say, well, we hate the United States, whatever. You can't name a country in history where there was more freedom given than us, and more chance. You can be the poorest person and work your tail off and make something of yourself, where in a lot of other countries you stay where you're at until you die. So therefore, again, I think if we're not supernaturally healed by God, then I think we'll split up into no longer united. That's just my personal opinion. Why? Okay, I've answered this one before. It says, why do men who dress as drag queens come out to talk to kids and not adults? It's a good question. Why are these, if you're wanting to go out and dress like whatever, why are these drag queens focusing on going into elementary schools? Why not go to places where they're adults? I mean, nursing homes even. I mean, why don't they go to where it's an adult environment, 18 and up, instead of going to where it's 5, 6, 7, 8 years old? Well, the reason why is because, in my opinion, is that adults have already made up their mind which direction they're going to go. Okay, so if you have an adult, 18 to 20, 25 years old, is already going to be pretty much have in mind what they believe. A child, you can indoctrinate, you can change their mind, and you can make it look normal. So therefore, the thing is, Satan has always attacked the young and the innocent, or the weak, especially the young, because if you come after the young, you can twist their understanding of reality and of truth, and that it could follow them all the way through the rest of their life. Even in this last century, Hitler, who used, he said, if you give me the youth, let me teach the youth, I'll control the nation. And he says, also, if you tell a lie enough times to make it a big enough lie and tell it enough times, people eventually will believe it. And that's where we're currently at. Okay, so that's Satan's tactic, and it's working. It's worked since Genesis. Because remember what Satan said. He said, the biggest thing he said to Eve, he said, did God really say that you couldn't do this? Did God really say that? And it worked like a champ, and it's still working. Okay, that's it. Tell me what you think. If you would, please subscribe here on YouTube. I've started using it very recently. Started using it other than just a storage. You can go to the pray5.org website and let me know what you think. And I'll see you Wednesday. Go out and tell somebody about the gospel. See you later.